Okay, so we see this kind of thing all the time. I want to talk about it. We have this beautiful house. I mean, it is unbelievably gorgeous. This house has got to be 100 plus years old. It's got the old fieldstone. This is Michigan fieldstone. We have beautiful fieldstone. There was this garden for herbs, you know, just this is normal, right? You're making use of your yard. Beautiful garden. But guess what? There's a downspout here. There's a downspout in the other corner. You have to get the water out of here. You have to get it away from the house. So this house is up on a hill. I mean, we are high up on a hill. And it just happens to be with some of the existing landscapes. This is normal. We see this all the time. I try to tell people, I don't care if you're a house on a hill, you still need an underground buried downspout system. You just do. Get the water away from the house. Man, these white leaf filters are just banging on this house. I mean, man, they're just drop dead gorgeous on this house. That is such a sexy part. Love that part. All right, so we went ahead, you know, did our catch basins about 3 feet off the house. We wide both of them together. This is 4-inch. 4-inch. We're running true 4-inch on everything. Big house. Big house. One day it might see an upgrade in gutter size. This was concrete, and then the brick were wet set on concrete. So we pulled the brick up. The guys had to cut the concrete. We're going to be able to lay those brick and make them look pretty good. This is a talented crew. This is not DIY friendly, by the way. This is not. All right, so then the guys dug all the way to where the grade broke. Now I want to remind everybody that you always want your pop-up in a low area of your yard so that the rest of the pipe is uphill. If your pop-up emitter is lower than the rest of the line can't hold any water in it. That's why you want to do that. It's super important. This was all hand dug inside this garden area. I mean, you're seeing the result of a lot of labor. Guys have been working at this. They got 1% slope on everything. You know, beautiful patio, beautiful garden. Really nice little outdoor living space. Look at how nice this corrugated pipe wraps around. Look at that. It's serpentined. The new formula will do this, guys. The new formula. Look at this. Look at that. That from here, where it's connected to the not quite a 90, it just serpentines right through this garden area. Just amazing. And I'm going to add another thing. One piece of pipe from the not quite a 90 to the catch basin. One piece of pipe from the catch basin all the way to the Y fitting. Then one piece of pipe from the Y fitting all the way down to the pop-up emitter. You can't do that with PVC pipe. You have glue joints everywhere, and glue joints fail. Why? Because PVC glue joints are hard. They're not elastic. So when the yard is really wet, soil swells. When the yard is really dry, soils contract, and you see the ground crack. The shrinking and swelling of the soils will move the PVC pipe and crack those glue joints. So here we got another downspout with a white leaf filter. We're trying to protect this home, this beautiful home. I mean, this is just amazing, this old home. Now, sure, having downspouts that just dumped right here, it probably did a little bit of damage. I see that they need to tuck point this now. You can see the mortar joint. They're going to have to hire somebody to do that. You know, there's been already some mortar work done. But what really helped them out was this soil is pretty forgiving. The soil in this yard is like a sand gravel. So when you have a permeable soil, it really is forgiving, and it kind of saves you a little bit. But no matter what, in time, you're going to cause damage to your structure. So the guys had to pull up the walkway one more time right here and cut that concrete with a saw. One piece of pipe from the not quite a 90 to the catch basin, and then from the catch basin all the way through here as we go around everything. Look at all these roots. Look at all these roots. Look at the pile of roots the guys have. This is a pile of roots. That's all this is root. Look at this. The guys, you're looking at hours of work here. The men worked hours getting through all these roots. So we want one piece of pipe. We don't want glue joints. We do not. One piece of pipe all the way to the pop-up. And I'm not worried about tree roots getting in the pop-up because I can stick my hand in my pop-up. We built this so that it was super easy to either pop the lid off or just stick your hand down in it. And if you see that there's some roots getting in there, you just grab that wigger root. Just something you got to check maybe once a year, maybe every 2 years. All I know is these big shade trees, like that's an aggressive silver maple, and it's a problem. They plug septics, they plug everything. They just run havoc on leach fields, things like that. So one piece of pipe through here. Sorry, PVC, you can't do that. So the guys got another tree right here. Same thing, same thing. Got a leaf filter, catch basin a few feet off the house. They needed one riser on the catch basin to get it to grade. The guys are going to go with a black catch basin top so it gets lost in the landscape. Good choice. One piece of pipe from the catch basin all the way through this yard with all the roots. And we're falling, we're falling, we're falling. We're getting some slope, some good slope. So when I talk about a not quite a 90, what that is this goes up at the house and then there's a riser that goes to the leaf filter. So I'll give you a visual. And then we use this not quite a 90 at the other end at the pop-up emitter. So let's just say that this is 80 degrees and not 90 degrees. See how it's sloped? You see the slope? It's not 90 degrees. It comes down and then this part is sloped. So this is down there. This snaps inside this not quite a 90. There's a fitting that goes on here for 4-inch and then it attaches to the 4-inch. Then we use the exact same fitting because the 80 degree versus 90 degree is so much better for the pop-up. Instead of the water just slamming to a stop in a 90 degree fitting, we now have the water coming in to the not quite a 90 and it's ramped and it just shoots out. That's why our pop-up emitters work so well.
If you enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. It supports the channel. If you have any questions about yard drainage, leave them in the comments section. I'm your host, Robert Sherwood, and until the next video.